was cold. That was the main thing that I remembered. It was cold and drab and damp and cold. That was all I could think. That was all that was in my mind when I came back. Well, I think I came back, because, to be honest, I couldn't remember anything that happened before. But I figured that since I was buried, I must have been dead. Or at least dead enough to be buried. Though, that said, it couldn't have been that good of a funeral, because I wasn't buried that deep. But to be honest, I'm quite glad about that. Had I been buried deeper, I might not be here right now. But yeah, anyway, I kind of woke up underground with this purple glow. I didn't know what it was, but it seemed to be coming from me. Well, it's obvious to me now, but back then, it was scary. What was happening to me? Why was it happening to me? And why couldn't I remember anything? Well, rather than asking myself more questions, which seemed to be a fruitless task, I decided to get out of the dirt. I know, obvious choice, eh? I don't know how long in all it had been, but it took at least a good hour of digging, heaving dirt around me, constantly begging for an easy breath when finally I broke the surface. I was free from my filthy prison, but I was alone. I'd been buried in the middle of a dense, dark, and eerie wood. I was scared. I know I'd just broken free of the earthly prison, but I honestly felt safer in the hole. Or at least I did, until I felt him. I mean, I was pathetic. Just curled up in a ball, sat at the base of the least scary tree, just crying. I was at a loss. I mean, what should I do? What could I do? There I am, sat in the cold, lost in the woods with no memory. I was helpless, to put it kindly. I remember amidst my tears letting out a whispered, "Please, someone help. Anyone, please help me." I knew that no one would hear it, but desperate times created hard and desperate measures. And it was a very dark time, both literally and figuratively, and I hold no shame in admitting that I prayed. I prayed to anyone or anything that would listen. I prayed for light, and someone answered. At that point, he broke the tree's ceiling, plummeting dramatically to the ground, flooding a once dark area with silver moonlight. I looked up to a starlit night, and hope filling me with belief, survival, and possibility, and that's when I felt him. It was soft at first, a small pulse of pressure, not displeasant. In honesty, it kind of tickled. Felt like it was guiding me, pulling me towards this poor bird that had just fallen out of the sky, his black feathers just glistening in the moon's grace. Now, I don't know much about biology, and to be honest, I still don't. But even I could tell you something was wrong with him. The poor thing, I stared at him, watching, confused by the feelings of washing over me. I didn't know what to do. It was just laying there, his head twisted, his neck broken. But I think he was still alive, because he was twitching and struggling. The pulses I was feeling growing fast and stronger. I was struck, transfixed on this bird. I didn't know what to do. And then he just dropped. He stopped moving. And I felt another massive pulse creating a greater pressure fall over me. It wasn't crushing or anything. In fact, it was comforting at such a sad time. And once again, I felt pulled towards him. It felt like it was my purpose. I was supposed to go to him. Maybe even he was supposed to come to me. I ran to the bird, to his side. Slowly, I reached out to where he lay, and I remember repeating in my head, "Please be all right. Please be all right. Please be all right." Then the purple light, it came again like a mist. It enveloped me, and then as I touched the bird, some sort of power rushed through my arm, into my hand, and into the bird, which sprung alive, jumping back to his feet. I don't know how, but it was back. He was alive. With a great caw, he began to speak. "Whoa! What happened? Why is everything upside down? Who are you? Wait, never mind. You won't understand, bird, will you?" I asked him what he meant. It must have been a shock to him, as he just stood there staring at me before moving carefully towards me. "Do you understand me?" he said. "Of course," I replied. "Wow! I've never met another creature that understands bird before," he said, contemplating what had just occurred. "Tell me," he stammered. Do you know what happened to me? All I remember was flying, and then everything went blank." I told him how he had fallen from the sky and how he had landed upon his head, forcing his neck now to dangle upside down. "I died?" he whispered to himself. But then how am I here now?" he said, scrambling towards where I sat, jumping upon me, pleading. "Please tell me, how am I alive?" "I don't know," I blurted. "I wish I did, but I don't. All I did was touch you, and then you were alive again." I pushed him away before retreating back to the base of the least scary tree, curled back into a ball and wept once more. And through my tears, I heard him approach. Then I felt him climb up my body, stuffing by my head. "Oh, I'm sorry if I caused you upset. I'm confused by this situation, but I am thankful. After all, I'm alive thanks to you," he said. His tone was hard to distinguish, but it felt soothing. "You have helped me. Please allow me to return the favor. My name is Quar." I slowly turned my face to Quar. I saw in his eyes there was a softness. I felt like I could trust him. But more than that, I felt I was no longer alone. "Thank you, Quar," I said as I tried to hold back my tears. I sat up, Quar jumping to my shoulder. "So," Quar said in a light tone, "what's your name then?" I don't know," I responded. I don't know who I am or even what I am. All I know is that I came out of that hole. I pointed to what was my grave, and Quar tried to fly to the hole in order to get a better look, but ended up crashing to the ground. "Oh, well, I'm gonna have to get used to this new perspective in life," he giggled as he got back up and moved to the grave. Quar looked into the open hole, then moved back to look at me. "Wow, you must be special to get yourself out of that," he gestured at me. The way Quar acted and spoke just lifted my feelings. He tried to fly once more, this time hitting me in my chest, where I caught him. "Wow, nice save," Quor said. I placed him upon my shoulder once more. "Well, it seems to me that we should find someone to help us, and I know just that someone," Quor said in a chipper mood. "I'll take you to him." "Do you know the way?" I inquired. "Do I know the way? Ha!" he confidently boasted. "I have you know that I know this world. The right way, the wrong way, the inside-out way, and luckily for you, upside down." "Okay, lead the way, Quor," I said with lifted spirits. We were going to find our way out. We were going to find out who I am. We were going to find out what I am. "Okay, go forward and then take a left at that tree," he said with great confidence. Or at least until we turned, where he blurted out, No, wait! It was a right. Sorry, upside down head." That was when I realized that this could be a very long trip.